As I hope you know, I aim my technology and smart home videos at the beginner end of the market. I'm not making videos for brain scientists or rocket surgeons. I'm aiming at people who want to learn by themselves, who need a little bit of help and kind of stuff like that. How can I say this without alienating the whole of my audience in one go? Those of us that are less blessed, those of us like me who've got an IQ. It's not a very high one, but it's there anyway. So, what I don't want to do is I don't want to break your Home Assistant setup and turn it into a complete disaster. So I've been umming and ahhing whether we should do this or not for weeks. So I finally come up with the decision, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my digital decision maker to decide whether we do this or not. So, heads we do it, tails we don't. Yeah, I'm not going to tell you till after the credits, am I? Let's roll those credits. Thank you for watching the most pointless video that I could produce. If you could like and subscribe, that would be great. And I'll... No, I'm only kidding. Okay, let's go for this. Let's install Hacs. There'll be some things you need to do on the way through. I'm going to do things a bit back to front compared to most people. Hacs is created by the Home Assistant developers community. There's a Home Assistant, so it's all created on a thing called GitHub. Now, GitHub is a piece of development software. It's really good. It means that you can create multiple versions and all sorts of stuff like that. To use Hacs, you need a GitHub account. So you need to go to github.com, put in your email, sign up for GitHub. Wants me to put a password in here. And it wants a username. And it wants to make sure I know how to do puzzles. Oh, I've got a motorbike to line up this time. About there. Submit. Okay, it sent me an email. I'm just going to pause the video where I go and get that number. So I go here, I paste it in, I click continue. Okay, we're in. That's all we really need to do for now. We're kind of signed up. So, no, I don't want to update things. Hacs.xyz, we get to this page. And I want to start using Hacs. So, there's a checklist to follow. So first we have to make sure the requirements. So, have you been using Home Assistant and got a version installed after April last year? Hopefully you have, because if you're that old version, you're way out of date. Are you running a supported version? Have you just installed it, or have you tried to make it up as you go along? Have you got access to the file system? Yes, you have if you've just done it. Do you know how to enable debug mode? If you don't, I can show you, etc, etc, etc. So if I go back, it's worth having a look at here afterwards. Download Hacs. So we click on there, and it says it's going to use an add-on to install it. So if we click on my link in the middle of that page, it'll take you to your myhomeassistant.io page. Now that's just on your browser here, and it just tells the browser where you're installed. So I've been here before, so I've got ha.onporpoise.uk. So whatever you use to get to Home Assistant should be in here. You might need to add it. I've already done it, so I don't need to. You then click open link. And it brings up, that's interesting, it brings up, and are you sure? Yes and no. I don't know why it's not showing yes and no. I'm going to click on the yes. Right. Okay, after lots of faffing about and going backwards and forwards and watching other videos and how to install Hacs, I don't think I'm actually doing anything wrong. I've gone through and found a way that works every time. So you go into settings, add-ons, you go to the add-on store, you fully refresh your browser, Control F5. You make sure you've got the Hacs add-on repository where it is. There's a link in the description. You go up to the top right and say repositories, click on the add, paste the repository in and click add, and it's added. I'm going to click close. We now need to restart Home Assistant. So Hacs gets properly installed. I'll pause and I'll come back once we've restarted. Okay, so we have started again. I've actually walked away and left it for a while because I think installing Hacs makes lots of disk usage and all sorts of stuff. So if you look here, you can see my disk usage and processor all got a big hit. So it's worth kind of leaving it a while, and I'm going to say leave it again a while after that. So we need to go into settings, add-ons, into Hacs and say start, and I'd already clicked start on boot. Okay, now it's worth leaving for a few minutes again and then restarting. Okay, I've had a cup of tea, Hacs is installed, and I've restarted. So we just go and check settings, add-ons. I think it's still clogging a little bit. We'll press start again. Okay, so we can now go to settings, devices and services, add integration, type in Hacs, click there, click yes I want to do it, say I know where the logs are, I know it's not an add-on, I know I can break things, I should give wrong words on purpose 10% of my salary, and then click submit. Okay, so you've then got a key. Remember earlier we created a GitHub account? This is why. So copy the key, go to GitHub, and because we already logged you in, continue, click yes. Paste the key in, click continue. Do I want to authorize Hacs? Yes, I do. Okay, we go back here. Hacs is in an area. Now, if you've watched my video on organising your Home Assistant, up there, I've got a server area I can add it to. So I can click finish. So it's all there and ready to go. I'm going to do another restart to be on the safe side. So, developer tools. Developer tools. Yeah, I think it's doing stuff again. Look. Developer tools. Restart. Restart Home Assistant. Right. I'm going to go make myself a cup of tea and come back once it's restarted. Okay, so back again. We've got the Hacs icon in the corner. Again, I waited 5-ish minutes before I did anything. It's picked up all the new Hacs things. Remember, this probably isn't all of them because again, you can add repositories to this. Custom repositories to add extra things on top of the 6 or 7 pages that are there already. Okay, I'm going to stop the video now. I'm going to do the next video will be adding one of the Hacs repositories and it'll come up really quick. But the British Sleep Bureau is beginning to complain that I'm creating monopoly of people falling asleep during my videos. So we need to keep them to a reasonable length. Like I said, the next one will be on installing a Hacs thing. So if you could like and subscribe, that would be great, and I'll see you on the next one. Oh, for fuck's sake.